Figure that I'm on my own, there's no sense for me to quit. What you saying, we don't know. I'm just trying to reach my goals. Heard you snitching, saying that so you can't hang with me no more. What's up guys, Crispy Production, I'm back with another amazing video. Now today we got when pedophiles realize that their victim is an undercover cop. Now speaking of pedophiles, I wanted to do like a Chris Hansen type thing, but I don't know if I'm gonna get copyrighted like terribly for that. Like a lot of these videos that I do I get copyrighted for, but like I don't want to get copyrighted so hard that I can't block, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't even upload the video. So we're gonna try and do something that's, you know, I guess knockoff or whatever you want to call it. I mean, these ain't no knockoff videos, it's still like real videos, but this ain't no official, you know, TV videos. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Child predators lurk under society's nose every day, actively seeking naive and vulnerable children. But what happens when the child turns out to be a cop? Here are 5 pedos who tried to meet up with minors but were surprised by the police.
You know, pedophiles always look like what you think they look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's very easy to like stereotype a pedophile. Like, you can just look at him and you can just tell, like, yeah. Like, you can just tell who you do and who you don't want around your children, you know?
Instead, beginning with the case of 43-year-old Jason Bowers. In May of 2022, police launched an internet sting operation aimed at catching predators who were attempting to solicit minors online. On June the 2nd, the team came across a disturbing post on a personal ad site titled Daddy for Little. The ad—
What? Type of what? What? How is that even allowed on the internet? Like, in order for a website to be created, it has to be like approved by Google, right? Like, there's no way. There's no way. Like,
would very briefly state, I'm a married professional looking to be discreet. Daddy role for little to take care of. I'm in Rochester. Let's vibe on. The decoy—
no, bro. No. I'm a married professional looking to be discreet. That's another thing about marriage. And I'm always going to talk about marriage because I got a lot to say about it. But you get a lot of men, they get married and like they get so old and they get to like seeing all these, yeah, like, and I'm not even talking about like pedophiles and like young children. I'm talking about like you get older and like you start seeing younger women and you're like, oh, I want her, I want her, I want her. But you stuck with your wife, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of like builds resentment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of want to, you know, and that's why a lot of men, they go out and they see these prostitutes, they see these strippers, and like you can literally just hear these people's stories. And like the most people that go to prostitutes and they go on these little host strolls and, you know, they talk to these women, a lot of these men, or the majority of these men, are married men. Are married men that are sick and tired of their wives, bro.
role for little to take
This
care
is
of.
still disgusting, though.
I'm in Rochester. Let's vibe on. The decoy,
vibe on.
an officer posing as a 15-year-old girl, replied to the post, and over the next 8 days, Jason sent the decoy pictures of his daily activities, including photos of himself inside the hospital
Oh my God, was it a doctor? That's crazy.
in Rochester, Minnesota.
And who would just literally like throughout their entire day, like you just taking a random picture, just randomly, just like what?
Where he worked. After repeatedly insisting that they talk over the phone, Jason even asked the decoy to video chat in order to confirm that she was not a police officer, noting that he could get in big trouble if their conversations
Yeah,
were
because he know what he doing.
being monitored. On the 8th day, Jason made up his mind and got into the car to make the 2.5-hour drive from
2.5-hour drive. Yo, I wouldn't even do all that for a girl my age, bro. I wouldn't do that for no girl. 2.5 hours, huh? What are you talking about?
Minnesota to Cumberland, Wisconsin, where he was expecting to meet his little. But what he was met with instead was a fleet of officers and DCI agents as he pulled into the designated meeting spot.
Right there. See how it went down.
Sir, put your hands up! Put your hands out the window!
Put your hands out the window.
Slowly grab your keys and step out of your vehicle.
And if you ask me, pedophiles don't deserve to be in jail. They deserve death. They deserve to be killed. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta keep it 100. Like you're literally taking away the innocence of a defenseless child that doesn't even know fully what's going on, and you over here touching on this little girl, flirting with this little girl, coercing this little girl, drugging this little girl. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to sleep and you sneaking into her room. Like, what type of what type of monster are you? You deserve to die. All pedophiles deserve the electric chair. If you ask me, they don't
Hands
deserve
up,
no
face
prison
away
time.
from me. Step out, face away from me.
And what's crazy is most pedophiles, they get less prison time than drug dealers, than murderers. You know what I'm saying? Like they should get, if not more, the death penalty. Like, for real, for real.
Face away from me. Slowly walk back with their hands.
What type of ad is this? What type of ad is this? What in the world? What? What? Huh? Is that the same sword? Yeah. Yo, whatever this game is, don't play it. Do not play whatever this game is.
Their hands up. Face away.
Get down on your knees.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was to arrest a pedophile, I would give me a couple hits and I ain't gonna lie. I would get my baton, do them just like they did Rodney King. Just like they did Rodney King. Just really quickly, just get a couple good hits in. I ain't gonna lie.
Is anyone else in the car? Are there any guns in the car or anything like that? Okay.
Look at this guy. And you married.
He said no.
And you married. And you like how, like, before you marry somebody, right? Y'all already had to have been together for a long time, right? Which means that this man showed tendencies. You know what I'm saying? There's no way he was just acting normal the entire time that him and his wife were together. Right? And so therefore, you mean to tell me that he was showing signs that he's obviously off the wall, right? And you stuck with him. You overlooked him. You know what I'm saying? And it's not her fault that he's a pedophile. I'm not saying that. And it's common that when you're in love with somebody, you ignore red flags. But, like, there's no way. Like, there's no way you're just completely like when he went to jail and she got the call, hey, your husband's in jail for pedophilia. There's no way she was completely, like, appalled. Like, what? Pedophilia? No, he would never. Like, there's no way. She would have had to have some type of feeling. Like, how can you even marry a guy like this? Like, and if you're a pedophile, how can you even hide that? You know what I'm saying? Clearly you can't if you out here on daddy's little whatever that's called. Like, I don't get it. Like, how can pedophiles just, like, blend in with the rest of society? Like, there has to be some type of something that you can point out. Oh yeah, that guy right there, he's a little off. He's that guy right there, him right there. Don't trust that guy. You know what I'm saying? There has to be something. What you got in that car? I bet you got some traps. You got rope.
I got this right.
Okay. I mean,
Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Of course not. He's actually being arrested, namely for violation of Wisconsin Statute 948.075, which states that the use of a device to communicate with an individual who the actor believes has not attained the age of 16 years with intent to have
16.
intimate contact or intercourse is a
Why the age 16? Why is the age 16? It should be if you are, how old is this guy? If you are as old as him, you shouldn't be texting nobody under, at least under 19, bro. Because even 18, you're still fresh. You're still fresh off the chopping block. Like you're still fresh. You know what I'm saying? You're still teen. That teen is still there. You know what I'm saying? Like, really 19, you really shouldn't be texting nobody that's not 20. You know what I'm saying? Because like 2021, you're actually an adult. 2021, you actually done reached where you needed to be, right? But 16, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still looking for your first job. You know what I'm saying? What are you, like a junior in high school? Like what? Like,
if intent to follow through with the plan can be proven. And unfortunately for Jason, the 2006 case
and you said
State versus
intent to go through with the plan can be proven. What if he's just doing it? Like, what if he was just texting her, but he never went to go see her? He could have he just got away with that? Just texting a minor? Like, what if he like sent his you know what? But he never went to go see her, so we don't really know what he was trying to do for real, for real. Like, that's how it works? That's disgusting.
be proven. And unfortunately for Jason, the 2006 case State versus Schulpius established that the act of driving to a destination for the purpose of meeting up with a minor does satisfy proof of intent in the state of Wisconsin. In other
So
words,
his case literally updated the law. His case literally updated the law. That's crazy.
Jason is screwed.
Pictures here before Rich takes the vehicle.
Okay.
So, there's a whole bunch of bags and stuff inside, and I see there's like shooting targets, so there might be a gun in there somewhere. But
What?
yeah, just take pictures of everything, and then just grab anything you find. So
I'm gonna go back to the other.
Who's
Electronics.
this girl or this lady?
We need to take.
Did he have a phone on him, or is it in the car?
It's in the car, I
Okay,
believe. He
perfect.
did not have a phone on him, but he should have two phones.
Okay. So does parents take anything?
Anything electronic.
You're sending out rewards and payouts, but it's a struggle to do it right. Multiple vendors, multiple...
Electronic, and anything like he said he was going to bring protection if he was going to use it.
Protection.
So anything like that, and then
Yeah, if there's
Protection.
condoms or anything related to this, let's
picture
photograph
everything
it,
else
then.
and then you'll take it as evidence.
It's a cell phone. You have to take a picture of the cell phone.
Yeah.
So I took a picture.
Yo,
of
you
that.
couldn't get nobody else, bro. Nobody else, bro. You know how many older women that guys really ain't going for that are desperate? That are desperate. You know how many older women that are actually out here desperate for love, desperate for some attention, desperate for some of that. Yeah. You know how many older women out here are desperate, and you going for a 15-year-old? And we already know why they do this. Cause younger girls, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, you know, when a guy is talking to them, it's easy to, you know, manipulate them. They're fresh mind. Their brain literally hasn't even developed all the way yet. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like, oh, if I talk to an older woman, I might get rejected. I got a higher chance of getting rejected. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they might not like me. So they go for the younger. They go for the kids. Because the kids, they don't really know. They know how to say yes and they know how to say no. But a lot of them are naive. A lot of them, they don't know the world. They don't have the world figured out. A lot of them. The majority of them. Right? So they get this older man talking to them. And like, oh yeah, they probably think it's cool. Oh yeah, I got this older guy talking to me. I got this 45-year-old talking to me. Oh, he send me money. He do this. He do that. He tell me he love me. He tell me I'm beautiful. But they don't even know that this whole time they're being groomed. You know what I'm saying? This whole time they're talking to a literal creep. They're talking to a literal creep, bro. And that's the same thing for like 18-year-old seniors talking to like a freshman. Or like you in high school, you talking to a middle schooler. Like, you can't get nobody in your age bracket. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going for no 15-year-old. I ain't going for no 15-year-old, 14-year-old. That's over with. You know what I'm saying? Lowest I'm going is 16. And then when I return 18, lowest I'm going to 17. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only going 1 year down. I'm not going no years below that. You know what I'm saying? Much less 13, 12. That's what he's 13, 12, 11. How? What mature conversations can you have with a 15-year-old and you're a full-grown adult? What can y'all talk about? What can y'all talk about? Y'all can talk about nothing. All she want to talk about is TikTok. All she want to talk about is what her friends done did in school today. She doesn't have a career. She doesn't have real life problems yet. You do. You're married. You're married. You know what I'm saying? Like, what he got up in there?
Sure that lube was in that bag.
Yeah, lube.
How can you come here? Well, I mean, there is a lunch
Yo, why
pack
you
in
got
the
so
back.
much
Maybe-
shell? He about to kill somebody? If that was a real girl that he was gonna meet up, he would have tied her up, put her in his truck, drove her 2.5 hours back to his house, put her in the basement, raped her, abused her, and killed her. And that's the same thing that you gotta assume for every single pedophile. That if they get their hands on your child, they're gonna kidnap them, rape them, and kill them. So that's basically what they're doing. They're kidnapping their innocents, they're raping them, and then they're killing them. It doesn't matter if they're killing them physically, killing them emotionally, killing them mentally. They're still doing extreme damage to the soul and the heart and the mind of the person that they're abusing.
Want to use his card to bring anything? That's why
What's
it
that?
smells like weed.
You got gas in
weed.
there?
Anybody want
So he
some?
had some weed with him. Oh, man. Lord. This guy here.
Where was that in that little thread thing?
Yep. Just
Here, put it back. Now he's gonna do it.
Inside Jason's car, officers found not only a handgun, but a small container of cannabis and a tube of
man.
lubricant. Decoys will typically
guy.
ask the suspect to bring something with them to the meeting, or they'll take note of anything the suspect says they will bring. The presence of items previously mentioned in conversations, especially items of a lewd or explicit nature, serve as further evidence of the suspect's intent to follow through with the crime.
Step on. I'm gonna walk around the back of the squad.
Look at this guy.
Walking.
Look at this guy. You can tell. Like I say, you can stereotype him, bro. You see a man that looks like this. A man that looks exactly like this, or even, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit. You can just tell. You just look at him and be like, yeah, no, stay away from my kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't even come near my house. You know what I'm saying? If you walking on the sidewalk, do not step on my grass. Just stay on the sidewalk. Don't even get on my lawn. Nope. Nope. Stay on the sidewalk. Go wherever you going. I don't even want you in front of my house for more than the time that's necessary. You need to be having a continuous. Don't even stop to check your phone. Just keep walking. You can stop to check your phone when you go from past my house, but do not. No. No. Just no. No. And ain't nothing wrong with it. They do the same thing to me. And my kind, they love to stereotype us. Why can't we stereotype them? I'm not talking about white people, but anybody of this stature, of this likeness. Like, why can't I stereotype him? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah, no. Do not, no. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't even stop to talk to me if we are in passing. I don't even want you to say hi. You gonna say hi, I'm gonna look at you like, if you but shut up talking to me.
Left into that room. Not at the moment. Sit down over here.
Yeah. And notice how, like, all the videos that we've watched of people getting arrested, they all so belligerent. They're all so angry. They're all trying to make up a lie. But when you know that you caught and you accept that you caught, this is how you act. When you have accepted the fact that you have been caught and you have accepted the fact that it's game over, this is how you act. I've been caught. I've been made. I've been had. That's what I'm going to say. I've been had. It's over with. And this is the actions of a man who has realized that.
Okay, so how do you take a seat back?
What in the world is that?
The highest art is beautiful, timeless.
Take your shoes off for me.
Jason is processed without incident and then taken to the nearby jail. A search of his phone would later reveal that it wasn't the first of Jason's meetups. Alarmingly,
man.
he had several message threads between himself and local couples, arranging to meet up at hotels and other hookup spots. Soon afterwards, Jason would be charged with 2 felonies: attempted second-degree sexual assault of a child and the use of a computer to facilitate a child sex crime. He took a plea deal the following year and was convicted of second-degree attempted sexual assault and is currently serving 3 years in prison.
3
after
years. 3 years. 3. And it was attempted, so I guess so. But what if he actually... What if he was talking to a real girl and he went to go see her? He should be put under... Like, 3 years is a long time, but I don't think that he's going to learn his lesson. I don't think he needs rehabilitation. Not no 3 years in jail so he can think about what he did. No, he needs rehabilitation. If he's not going to get put in rehab for why he... And the thing about it is, a lot of sex molesters or child molesters, they've been child molested. That's another thing. They've been child molested. And so they feel like, oh, this happened to me. Why can't I do it to them? They see nothing wrong with it. So if you have a man that sees nothing wrong with child molestation, why put him in jail? You need to change his mind. You need to change his mind. Or else, when you put him back out on the streets, guess what? He gonna do it again. He just gonna try harder to not get caught. You know, he gonna be a little bit more crafty. He ain't gonna go 2.5 hours to he ain't even gonna go out to see no girl. He gonna have the girl come to see him. Cause he don't got time. He don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen. He's not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? That's not how that works. Pedophiles, they don't just suddenly just stop becoming pedophiles just cause you know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't happen. It does not happen. Same thing with any other criminal. Like, for example, a crack addict. You lock somebody up for possession of crack, right? Put him back on the street. What they gonna do? Start smoking crack again. You're gonna start smoking crack again. Same thing for somebody who's smoking weed. You're gonna catch them with some weed, put them in the jail, they get back out. What they doing again? Smoking weed. They just trying hard not to get caught. You know what I'm saying? A killer. Same thing. They need rehabilitation. There's a reason for everything. You just gotta get to the bottom of it. You gotta change it. This ain't nothing. If you're not gonna give him a longer sentence, or if you're not gonna give him rehabilitation, kill him. Kill him. Am I saying something wrong? If you're not gonna give him rehabilitation, or a longer sentence, or make his life hell in jail, I'm talking about pay the inmates to beat him up every single day with soap socks, shanks, take his food away from him when it's time to eat. When it's time to get in that shower, violate him in the worst way possible. If you're not gonna do all of that, kill him or put him in rehabilitation. It's the only way to fix the problem.
He'll be under extended supervision for 7 years. But
7 years. It should have been extended supervision for life. These cops are stupid. Cops are literally stupid. I'm sorry. But if you are a police officer, I've already made it up in my mind. You're retarded. you're just retarded. I've already made it up in my mind. Like, cause
our last suspect, it took 29-year-old Ryan Burton just 3 hours to take the bait.
How you doing, man?
On July the 6th of 2021, in a similar online operation, an officer posing as a 15-year-old girl was approached by 29-year-old Ryan Burton through a popular social network. To the detective's surprise, it took Ryan only a couple of hours to begin sending the decoy lewd messages and photos of himself. Ryan didn't let up even after the decoy brought up that they were 15 years old, and he even agreed to meet later that very same day.
Wow.
The officers provided Ryan the address and eagerly awaited his arrival.
You're at the front door now, in case you all walk in. Take him. How you doing? How you doing, man?
yeah, like you can't hear him.
Good. My name's Detective Ross, but I'm with La Crosse Police Department. Can you take your hands out of your pockets for me?
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Brian.
Ryan.
Man, if you know what you there for, why not run? You know what I'm saying? Like, you over here to see a child, right? And a cop shows up. Before he gets up to you and starts asking you these questions, talking to you, why not run away? Because you know what's going on. Like, what do you think? It's either he's accepted the fact that he's going to jail, or he just doesn't care.
Any weapons with you today?
No.
Okay. You just want to put your hands on top of your head. I'm just going to pat you down, make sure you got no weapons with you today. We're here at the police department.
A career in cybersecurity is definitely possible. When I came here to ECPI, they pretty much built the
Department as well, sir. See our badge?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Good. Right. You like? Yeah. Just put your hands behind your back.
But they really don't care. Like, they just going with it. Like, they just.
You okay? You not hurt, Brian?
I'm good.
Good.
Are you okay? They're asking a pedophile if he's okay. Why does it matter? Are his victims okay? Because let me tell you something. A lot of times, and this is like 99.9% of the time, a pedophile, before they get caught, they've already done. Well, that's why he was so quick to meet up with this girl, because he's already done this. There wasn't even an ounce of fear, a shred of fear. When it's your first time doing a crime, you're gonna be scared, you're gonna be nervous, you're gonna be hesitant. But literally, the same day that they spoke, hey yo, let's meet up. Those are the words and the actions of a man who has done this plenty of times, and it went off without a hitch. It went off without a hitch. That's why when they get caught, they're not going crazy, because they've already made it up in their mind. Oh well, I done made it this far. This day was gonna come eventually. That's what's going through his head. Oh well, this is gonna happen eventually. Might as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to ask this man, are you okay? Are his victims okay? You know what I'm saying? Is his family gonna be okay after hearing what he's been doing? That's the real question. You didn't care about this guy.
Just gonna check these things for fit. What's your last name, Brian?
It's Ryan with an R.
What's that in this
Okay,
pocket?
Ryan,
I
I'm
bet you
sorry.
it's a knife or something.
Where are your keys at? I'm gonna get your ID.
It's in my pocket here.
Where is your ID at so I can confirm who you're talking about?
It's in the middle compartment of my car.
Can I go get your ID for you,
Yeah.
please?
All these questions, bro.
In this pocket?
Other pocket.
This one right here?
Yep.
It's in the middle console then?
Copy, I'll go back to the main account. Yeah.
Alright. Now
Why
you
are
go
they
get your
being
ID.
so nice?
Thank you. Last name spelling Boy, Union, Robert, Tom, Ocean, Nora. First name is Ryan.
With the police department here, we're going to have a car come over and transport you back to the station. read you your Miranda rights, try to ask you a few questions, and we'll go from there, okay?
This other ID is just your relation to you?
Yes.
It's not stolen or anything?
No.
Is your...
White.
All right.
So you said he's Ryan?
Ryan, yeah.
Hey Ryan, I'm Officer Howell, Lacrosse Police. You have anything on you that's going to stick me or poke me, anything sharp?
No.
Can you separate your feet, please?
In his pocket. Grab his phone from there, okay, bud?
But let this would have been a black kid, right? That's just minding his business. So simply minding his business. And he fit a description. It's as simple as him fitting a description. None of that, oh, are you okay? None of that, oh, we're gonna, oh, is the cuffs too tight? None of that. None of that. Let it have been a black kid that just fit a description. He'd have been dead on the scene, and they would have said that he was resisting when he wouldn't even been able to. He wouldn't, like, their version of resisting is us just not knowing what's going on. It's us just simply asking while we're being arrested. That's their version of resisting when it comes to a black kid. But with this guy, that was literally on his way to meet up and rape a child. Are you okay? Are the cuffs too tight? I can't cuss on this channel, but blank the police. That's all I'm gonna say. Blank the police. Blank the cops, bro. Fill in the blank if you want to, but blank the cops, bro. I like every time, like literally every single time I see something with police officers, it just sickens my stomach. Like, these are the people that are supposed to protect and serve? Like, why do y'all have a badge? Why do y'all exist? Like, I swear to God, I can't stand police. I can't stand them. I cannot stand police officers.
This is Dad's car. There's two IDs, one for...
Ain't nothing but a bunch of pigs in a costume. And I said it. And I'll say it again. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of pigs in a costume.
One for him, and Wall was in the center. The center console, which is in the
Damn, my freaking camera about to die. Hold on.
I mean, you guys saw him walk up to his door? Yeah. He told me it was locked.
Was it locked?
What does it say? Lol, I'm on West Ave. It's like 2 minutes. Okay, so excited to. You have no idea. LOL. Lol, me too. Front door open, so no worries. It's locked.
He obviously tried to get in.
Yep. Tried to get in.
He had his head on his shoulder.
And I think that's that thing where like you can text people, but like it's like untraceable or something like that. Like it's not your real phone number. Like they give you like a fake phone number and like you can text people and stuff. Or it might be Instagram.
Well, it's the fastest traveler investigation I've ever had.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, because he's experienced. He's married too. Is that the thing? Are all pedophiles married? Like, like when you get married, you just immediately start liking kids. This is the second person, and I always hear about these people, and they're always in a relationship or they're always married. They always got a family at home. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't met one, or not met one. I haven't met any pedophiles that I know of, but I haven't seen a video with a pedophile and they weren't married. They didn't have a separate life that they're leaving behind because they're just so in love with children. Like, it just makes it 10 times worse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He told me he was married. car seat and back seat.
It's startling just how many of these predators have children of their own, yet they still
Wow.
demonstrate a bold inability to empathize with the parents of their potential victim. The irony in this is that the offender often ends up losing the rights to their own children as a result. But
As
what's
they
even
should.
more shocking than the car
As
seat?
they should. And the children should have a complete understanding as to why. That daddy can't come to no more football games. You know what I'm saying? Dad can't come to no more father-daughter dances. They should have a full understanding that their father is a pedophile, creep, rapist. Because I feel like all pedophiles are rapists. Because, like, coercion is a form of rape. And no 15-year-old is really, well, let me not say that. There's a lot of 15-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds that think about sex. But it's not like that. It's not like that. Especially with a grown man, a grown adult. They ain't thinking about that. If they're thinking about that, it's little boyfriend that they got in school with them. Like, oh yeah, I might, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They never thinking about dealing with a grown man, a grown adult that's old enough to be their father, old enough to be their teacher, old enough to be their guidance counselor. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Diary entry officers found inside
oh,
a
he had a
journal
diary?
in the passenger seat.
Please let me see. Please let me see
Domino's
what this
Pizza,
creep gonna
You
say.
have that on any of the...
And he work at
sent one
Domino's?
picture and it was from his neck down and he was naked.
What? Open it up and let me see.
Both therapists mentioned that I had nonverbal cues that I was uncomfortable when talking about what happened. After some reflection, I think this is because I've always felt like I'm a good person, I'm kind, but this has turned me into a predator, and that makes me very uncomfortable.
Wow. Why don't we just take that whole thing?
Okay.
So, I'm assuming that he's talking about his experiences with being with whatever. And I really feel like therapy is never the answer, especially for a predator. Like I said before, there needs to be some form of rehabilitation. Rehabilitation is what helps. You know what I'm saying? Therapy, sitting there just talking about your problems to somebody that's getting paid to listen to you, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. What does that help with? How does that stop him from being a predator? How? What is the therapist gonna say? Oh, don't do that. It's not a good idea. You shouldn't like kids. That's wrong. Or like he's trying to get to the bottom of it and you're gonna allow you to realize why you're a predator. But how does that stop you from being a predator? You need rehabilitation. You know what I'm saying? Or you need to die. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. You either need rehabilitation or you need to pass away.
Arrest before?
Yes.
This is the police.
No living being should ever eat processed food for every single meal of their life.
I know.
The police department. This isn't the jail. Yep. We're gonna walk around the spot. Here's this way.
Why are they so? Why are they so polite to this guy? Why are they being so nice? Why? I don't get it. I've never seen a police officer this cordial with any of their suspects in life. I've never seen this. I've never seen a polite police officer, a cordial police officer. Why is it that you guys get a literal child predator on your hands and you're being polite, you're being cordial, you're talking him through the situation, trying to make sure that his nerves are calm? Why? What do you get out of it? This, like, I feel like this should be enough for him to lose his job. If you ask me, if I was the sergeant, if I was his boss, whoever his boss is, I would have seen this body cam. I'd have been like, why are you being so nice to this guy? You're off my squad. You're demoted to the janitor now. You know what I'm saying? Like what are you talking about, bro?
I don't know the case number or anything.
I'll grab it.
You.
I don't, because I don't even know it yet.
Yeah.
You know why you're here?
No.
Yes, he does.
Well, I have an investigation that's open, and you're involved in it.
Clearly.
Okay. All right. But it's a pretty serious allegation. So Ryan, obviously you're here. You were taken into custody this evening, okay, for a reason. I got an open investigation.
Man, you already said that. Come on, man.
Crimes against kids.
Okay.
All right. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Okay. You still have no idea why you're here?
Trying to get him to fess up.
I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, okay? Because I'd like to talk to you about why you're here, but obviously I can't talk to you without first protecting you. Okay? Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
He shouldn't get no Miranda rights. All his rights need to be stripped from him. There shouldn't even be no Miranda rights for a pedophile. A pedophile. Why is he getting rights? Why? The moment you touch a child and you're a full-grown man, the moment you touch a child, the moment you even speak to a child in a sexual way, you're no longer a regular person, bro. You're a monster. You're a monster. When people talk about, oh, there's a monster under the bed, that's you. When kids talk about the boogeyman, that's you. That is who you are. You're a monster. You're not a regular person. You're not like me. You're not like my mother. You're not like I ain't gonna say nothing about him. But you're not like a regular person. You know what I'm saying?
Ryan would be informed of his rights prior to questioning and chose not to talk to detectives, but it ultimately wouldn't matter. The awkward suspect was taken to jail and charged with using a computer to facilitate a crime, an attempted second-degree, assault of a minor. He's free
He
on...
literally admitted to being a predator, which proves my point earlier, that he's done this before. There needs to be a way deeper investigation into this guy and the victims that he has had before you guys have caught him in the act of trying to talk to a minor. But they ain't gonna do that. Because one, he's white, and two, he's a predator, which apparently police like for some reason. Apparently whenever police get their hands on a predator, they immediately turn into nice cops. I don't know why. I don't know how that makes sense, but clearly that's what happens.
And awaiting court, during which time he's not allowed to access his two biological children and is allowed only limited access to his stepchild and the internet. Perhaps Ryan could learn some pointers from 43-year-old Chad Von Swole, who goes for a more charming approach, pulling up with Chick-fil-A and contraceptives.
Sheriff's office!
Get your hands out of your pocket.
Chick-fil-A is crazy.
In early November of 2020,
Chick-fil-A is crazy. They do not need to be brought into this. Chick-fil-A does not need to be brought into your scandals, sir.
A team consisting of both deputies and FBI agents
we feel like the best method
was running an online operation when they would receive a message from an adult male on the Whisper app. When the decoy emphasized that she was 15, he responded, "I like younger girls."
What?
And then in a subsequent message said, "But talking to a 15-year-old could get me in a lot of trouble." The decoy...
So then why are you doing it? Talking to a 15-year-old can get me in a lot of trouble. So then why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like some crimes, like how is it worth it? Like I can see the drug dealer knowing that he can go to jail for selling drugs, but he got to put food on his family's table. So, you know, he gonna sell them drugs, even though he know that he gonna go to jail for it. A killer, like a serial killer, I don't get them. I don't know why you're killing people. Why? Why? You know that you can go to jail for it. Why are you killing people? And they never have a reason. Does he have a reason for this? I'm sure he doesn't. So like, what does that mean? That means that his mind is messed up. His mind is twisted, right? So what does that mean? That means that he already has recognized the fact that what he's doing is liable to put him in jail, right? So y'all arrest this guy, right? And he goes to jail. And y'all give him one of these little weak sentences. 3 years, 2 years, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And you put him on some type of supervision. But is that going to stop him from being a predator? No. So, if y'all are not going to put him in rehab, he needs to die. And that's my last time saying it.
Replied, as long as it doesn't weird you out that I'm 15, to which Chad responded, not at all. I told you, that is really hot to me. From there,
15-year-olds are really hot to him. They're really hot to him. This is how all pedophiles think. They're really hot to him.
the conversations turned more explicit, with Chad detailing the acts he wished to perform upon the teenager. Days later, on November the 7th, Chad hit the road from Burlington to Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin, approximately 30 minutes to where the teenager was allegedly waiting at home alone.
This man drove half an hour to meet a minor, bro. Like, there has to, like he has to get something other than jail time. Something, y'all. All right, I get it. Maybe killing him is too harsh. He's still technically a human. But, like, we ain't gonna beat him up with the batons. We ain't gonna shoot him one good time in the foot. We can't shoot him in the foot one time. He can't get a, you know what I'm saying? He comes out of this unscathed. Really? We can't shoot him in the foot just one time. Just one little bullet. Just one little bullet in the foot. Just one little bullet. Just one. You know? We can't tase him for a little bit too long. We can't choke him out with the baton. Just jack him up. Just jack him up. Just one time. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little neck injury. You know? Body slam him real quick. Give him a head injury. Something. Am I asking for too much? Like, come on.
That's him.
He's here. Show me hands! Get down on the ground, do it now! Get down on the ground! On the ground! Sheriff's office! Get your hands out of your pocket. Get your hands behind your back. Go in. You guys can come up. Got anything on you? Any kind of weapons? No. Knives, anything that's gonna poke me?
Yo, none of them are resisting. That's crazy to me. That's just crazy. Like, they're not being like, I didn't do anything. Nothing. They're not even, you know what I'm saying? They're just going along with it.
You got gloves on? Here, stand up. We're gonna check the vehicle.
Yeah.
Camera.
You're sending out rewards and payouts, but it's a struggle to do it right. Multiple vendors, multiple...
George Floyd lost his life for nothing. And that's all I'm going to say. Trayvon Martin lost his life for leaving a gas station with a pack of Skittles. Rodney King got beat up in the worst way for a traffic stop, along with so many other men that got killed in a traffic stop for nothing. But this guy, these men here, are you okay? Are the cuffs too tight? I'm gonna read you your Miranda rights, okay? Is that all right with you? If you guys like this video and think it was a pretty cool video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications. Share this video with all of your friends. And until next time, guys. Peace out. I don't really care about nobody's opinion. I'm tryna go get the money, that's my only decision. They wanna fall out with me, and I totally get it. Don't gotta hold on to people that ain't holding on to me. I know you hearing how the bass sound. You wanna know how it goes, I'll give the breakdown. You know that you did me wrong, and I was